Hello everybody, this is Kyoji here and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'll be reviewing the Hasbro Marvel Legends, the Guardians of the Galaxy, the Drax action figure, plus the Build-A-Figure Cosmo figure. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's take a look at the packaging first. This is the final figure from this wave. Of course, there is also the deluxe Groot figure, or maybe the potential Gamora, who knows. But as far as for the wave, this is the final figure that I will be reviewing. The Drax, here we have the Prada logo. Here we have Drax. Here we have more Drax. He comes with his daggers and also one of the legs of the Cosmo. And here's the completed Build-A-Figure Cosmo. And here's all the figure that you need to build this figure. So awesome. Let's move the packaging to the side. And now let's focus on the figures. You have the completed Cosmo here, and here of Drax. Let's focus on Drax first. In terms of accessory, Drax comes with the dagger. It's unpainted, which is a little bit bummer, but it's not a big deal. Here we have the dagger here, and also comes with one of Cosmo's legs. This is the leg that comes with the Drax figure. All right, now let's take a look at Drax. Drax looks great. I love it. I mean, aside from there has been a few reused parts, for example, this portion, the legs, it is reused from the previous Drax figure, but still, I think Drax looks pretty cool. He's very bulky, the way he should be. Yeah, everything else looks great. Let's just get a closer look first. Once again, love the uniform here. Yeah, I mean, I heard rumors, not sure if it's real, but Batista, who the actor who plays Drax, is saying he's had enough with, Marvel MCU. So this is going to be his last film in the MCU. I mean, aside from this is the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, and also this will also be the end of Batista's role as Drax in MCU. I'm not sure how real this is, but it is unfortunate, I know not everyone likes this guy, but I think his Drax is funny. It's interesting. Yeah, especially I like his interaction with Mantis. It's so cute. Anyways, here we have the face sculpt. I think it's probably the same head as the previous Drax figure that we've had, maybe just with better photoreal on the eyes here. But everything else, probably it's just all reused parts. Yep. I can't say I like it or hate it. It's all right. I don't think it's spot on, but this is Drax, But yeah, I really like the uniform. I really like the bulkiness. This is how Drax is supposed to be. I think I overall do like this figure a lot. In terms of articulations, here's how far the legs can go. Here's how far the legs can go. And then there is a cut right here. Yep, here is how far the feet can go. Nothing on this, but there is the pivot on the leg, on the feet as well. There is waist swivel and ab crunch, which I love this kind of body mode the most, to be honest with you. And then, okay, we have bicep swivel. We have, it should be a 90-degree, but because it's so bulky, it couldn't go all the way, but it's still good enough. And here's how far I can go up, go to the side and all that. Love this figure a lot in terms of articulation. Honestly, this body mode is my favorite. I prefer this type of ab crunch versus the ball joint kind of ab, and also with the waist. This is just my favorite type. And in terms of the head, this is how far I can look up, pretty decent. This is how far I can look down. And then, of course, with the pivot here and there. I wish his neck is just a little bit taller. Just a little bit taller on the neck. I think it will look a lot stunning, but still, I think it looks all right. It's not bad at all. I just prefer a little bit, maybe a little bit more neck showing. That would be cool. Again, this is the uniform that we've all been waiting for, and I love this figure a lot. Probably one of my favorites, just how bulky it is. And in terms of knife, it does have a storage room, which you can store the knife to the boots right there. So both knives are in. I love figures that comes with these hosting or, spots where you can place weapons so you don't have to lose it. At the same time, you can display your figure with it. Cool. This is Drax figure, everyone. And next, let's move on to the completed Build-A-Figure Marvel's Cosmo. I think the first time we've seen Cosmo is in one of the Thor movies. if I remember correctly, or maybe Guardians of the Galaxy, which I don't remember, but I remember it's with the Collector, and when the Collector's paradise, that Collector's planet was destroyed by Ronan. Yeah, it's probably Guardians of the Galaxy. We see a little scene of Cosmo in there, pretty cute. Not sure if he's gonna be in this new movie or not. I have no idea. But yeah, here is the completed Build-A-Figure. You need 6 figures to build this. 4 legs belong to 4 different figures. The body, the 5th figure, the head and the tail being the 6th figure. Cool. Overall, not everyone's favorite Build-A-Figure piece because of the size. Because I guess just being a Build-A-Figure, you're expecting something larger, more plastic and all that. I totally agree with it. But the reason I love this figure, it's a dog. I mean, I'm totally a dog guy, so I can't say I hate it. You know, I love it. I mean, it's small, but still, it's a very decent looking dog figure with interesting paint apps and everything, and really good articulation too. Being such a small figure, it has pretty good articulations. I've been showing you guys 360 on this dog here. You see that there's joints here, there's joint movement here, and there's joint movement on the paws. There's joint movement here, there's joint movement on the waist, there's joint movement on the tails, even the head has joint movement. So there's a lot of articulation going on here. So with all these ball joints and all that. My biggest gripe, or maybe the thing that I hoped it could have been improved, is definitely the helmet, the Spaceman helmet. Currently, the Spaceman helmet looks like this, and this is set. There's nothing you can do about it. And then maybe you can flip it down a little bit like this, you know. But I would have loved Hasbro gave us a full helmet, you know, a helmet with this being like open up like this. There's another piece that you can close it. So it's like what kind of figure I'm talking about? Like Buzz Lightyear, for example. That is a great example. I want to have an option to open the slide and close it, the mask, not the mask, but the helmet. That would have been nice. Being a Build-A-Figure, you know, we spent a lot of money, spent a lot of time and effort getting this figure. Although this figure is cute and adorable, it is lacking on the plastic. I have to admit. And also, I really don't know the significance of Cosmo in upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy 3 movie. So yeah, this being the Build-A-Figure is a really weird choice, but I can't say nothing until I saw the movie. But yeah, I would have loved if at least they put a little more thoughts to the helmet. It would have been nice if the helmet can slide up and down like a full helmet, not like this. It just looked weird. And I would love to display my Cosmo figure with the helmet down, you know, like a full helmet like this. I don't know, I just feel like that is a lot better looking than like having the helmet halfway up like this. So yeah, and the other bummer, believe it or not, I believe a few years from now, maybe 2 or 3 years from today, Hasbro probably gonna release like a Cosmo figure by itself, maybe with a little variance, maybe a little difference on the paint apps, or maybe it comes with some other accessories like a rocket or something, and make it a regular release. This is one thing I don't like about Hasbro's Build-A-Figure all the time, because a lot of times you put all the effort and energy to get the Build-A-Figure, you know, of course you love it. Then a year from the line, you realize, you know, this Build-A-Figure just lost its value and lost its collectiveness. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but lost, you know, the true meaning of collecting it, because now you can find an easier version, re-release version, and maybe even a better version where people just pay the regular retail price and then they get it again. So this is something I hope Hasbro could rethink about it. I understand they want to bring back the Build-A-Figure that from years ago that maybe a lot of people didn't get a chance to own. But at the same time, you know, they're not doing a favor to those collectors and fans who are buying the whole wave just to get that particular Build-A-Figure build. You know, so yeah, it's not my problem, you know. But that's one thing I know. I have heard a lot of complaints from my friends who are collecting Marvel Legends. A lot of them, the reason they left Marvel Legends collecting. It's for that same reason too. The value of the goods, the meaning of the goods no longer be the same once they see all these re-releases. So yep, that being said, it's a little bit off topic, but here is my review of the Drax and Cosmo action figure from the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 Marvel Legends series. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye bye.